What is up guys, it's Simon from PianoPig.com, and in this lesson I'm going to show you 3 simple tricks that are going to transform your chords and take them to another level. Throughout this lesson I'm going to be using the chord progression I used in the video I posted last week. So if you haven't seen that yet, I'll put a link up here, so you're going to check that out. And if you enjoy this video and want to help support what I do, as well as receive access to my website where I have loads of in-depth courses and a whole other bunch of goodies, then you could think about becoming a member over at PianoPig Academy, and you can find that over at PianoPig.com. So let's do it! So trick number 1 is called note rolling. I've actually got a much more in-depth video on this in the Academy, so I'm not going to spend too long on this one. But basically, so hopefully you can hear that. I pretty much did it on every chord, which sounded a bit ridiculous, and you would want to use it much more tastefully. But all I'm doing is picking a note from the chord and rolling up from a whole step below. So for our C major chord, I played this. And I just picked the top note and did this rolling thing from the whole step below. You can change the length you spend on the roll note to give a slightly different sound. So this is a longer one. And this is a shorter one. Let's try it again on our D minor chord. If we choose this for our voicing, and pick this note to roll onto, the F, let's see how it sounds. So that works nicely. And you might notice that this is a half step below, not a whole step like last time. And that's because E is in the scale of D minor. If we tried doing it with a whole step below, that doesn't really work. So you might have to try out different notes and see what works and what doesn't. So that's the first trick, and as I said before, you definitely don't want to do this with every single chord. You just want to put it in every now and again as a little surprise. It's far better to underuse something like this than it is to overuse it. So moving on to the second trick, this one is all about filling in the chords with some extra notes in between them. With simple chord progressions like this is very easy to do. The best way to start out is by learning the pentatonic scale. So since this chord progression is in the key of C major, you need to learn the C major pentatonic scale, which looks like this. I'll put a link up at the top to a video that explains all about this scale if you don't know it already. So very basically, you can just pick random notes from this scale and play them in between the chords. But the trick is not to play too many notes, just 1 or 2 or maybe 3 or 4, but you don't want it to sound too busy. You just want to give it some simple melody and structure. So you can see how just a couple of extra notes from the pentatonic scale, used sparingly, can really transform a basic chord progression into something much more interesting. Finally, the third trick is using the left hand to arpeggiate up to the chord. So I'll give a quick example and then I'll explain what I'm doing. So So this is actually a simple format that you can follow, and once you get the hang of it, it will really start to take your chords to the next level. What I'm doing is playing 3 notes in my left hand, starting with the root note at the bottom, followed by the 5th, followed by any other note in the chord, your choice. So for our C chord, root note, 5th, and then we could just play the root note up again up at the top. For our D minor chord, root, 5th, and then maybe the 9th up at the top. And then our A minor chord, maybe we could mix it up for this one and just play the root, 3rd, and 5th, just the triad. And finally our F chord, or root, 5th, and then maybe the 7th up at the top. So that should give you a good idea of what's going on in the left hand. Now to put it all together, when you play the bottom note of the left hand, you play the top note in the right hand. So, and then you play the second note of the left hand on its own, and then you play the rest of the chord together with the final note in the left hand. So this one may take some more time to get used to, and I'm actually going to make a much more detailed video on this next week for members of PianoPig Academy. So if you want to see more of this specific trick, then you could think about becoming a member. To finish off this video, I want to play through this chord progression a few times and put all 3 of these tricks together to give you some ideas of how to put it together yourself, and also to show you how much a simple chord progression can be improved by applying these techniques. I hope you enjoyed this video and that it added some value to you in your piano playing. If it did, then make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that little notification bell, and I will see you next time.